The title of this article, Indigenous Knowledge of Termite Control, a case study of 5 farming communities in Goshegok District of Northern Ghana. The author of this article, Dukorogu Maayem Baatuwi, Noliema Bernard, and Alandong Oscar Erano. The title of this journal, Journal of Entomology and Nematology, Volume 4, 6, page 58 to 64, December 2012. Online at http://www.academicjournals.org/gen. Date of publication, November 1, 2012. Rationale or problem. The economic of termite infestation can have several effects such as agronomic, economic, or social constraints. The agronomic influence includes the role of termites as pests and economic engineers, whereas the economic aspect involves the destructive tendencies of termites due to their foraging activities on plants and wood products, which cause economic hardship to individual producers. Fenimore and Parkash, 2006. The objectives of the study. The objective of the study was to identify suitable and sustainable indigenous methods to be adopted by resource-poor farmers that best fit the biophysical, economic, and socio-cultural conditions of termite control. Related literature. Reliable information on economic losses may not be available in Ghana, but the threats imposed by termites on the production of food and industrial crops are quite evident. Information on population dynamics, outbreaks, damage incidences, as well as available management efforts for termite infestation is essential to educate producers in termite-prone zones. In some African countries, information on economic losses is available. For example, in Kenya and Tanzania, up to 30% damage has been recorded. Gitonga et al. 1995. While in Ethiopia, 60% damage has been recorded. Wood, 1986. Also, interviews held with farmers in southwestern Nigeria revealed that up to 100% damage can occur on maize production. Omi and Evizara, 1997. Some of these methods are evaluated and documented for the southern belt of the country only. Information generated on the indigenous knowledge of termite management within the zone will be vital for priority setting and development of best management strategies that meet local needs. Nieco et al. 2002. The study was conducted in Goshegok District in the northern region of Ghana, located between latitude 9 degree 30 inch and 10 degree 30 inch north, longitude 0 degrees and 45 degrees west. The district capital, Goshegu, is about 105 km away from the regional capital, Tamale. 5 communities in the Goshegu district with possible indigenous termite management practices were randomly selected for the study. Snowball sampling technique, Lindlof 1995, was used to identify farmers who practice indigenous methods of termite control in the area. Questionnaires were administered to 100 respondents, or 20 from each community, on the type of indigenous methods applied in termite control, reasons for the particular indigenous method. The farmers were within the ages of 20 to 65 years and had gained 1 to 30 years of experience in farming and the use of indigenous methods. The study made use of semi-structured questionnaires and participatory royal appraisal, or PRA approach. Farmers directly involved in identification and assessment of termite and infestation in the field in achieving the objectives. Field surveys were conducted on the plots where indigenous termite management had been applied. Field observation of possible distance of termite nest or activity from the treatment spots were measured to ascertain the efficacy of indigenous methods. The data collected using questionnaires were summarized using descriptive statistical packages. Out of total 100 farmers or respondents interviewed, one was female and the remaining 99 were males, who had all utilized various indigenous treatments on their crop fields against termite infestation. The majority of the farmers were within the 30 to 39 year, or 42%, followed by the 40 to 49 year, or 26%, age groups, and they were primarily considered the breadwinners of their families, with farming as their main occupation. They constituted the economically active population age cohort, Ghana Statistical Service 2000. The farmers belonging to the 60-plus year or 1% age group formed the lowest proportion of respondents among these interviewed. Termite species diversity and distribution: 24 species of termite were identified in the study area. Out of this number, not all were common in the selected communities in Table 1. The genus Microtermis, Termis, and Microtermis were common throughout the study, comprising 20% of the total. The community of Canimo had the highest number of 13 different termite species, and the community with the least number was Bilsing with 9 species in Table 1. Crops that were grown in the study area and, more importantly, were affected by termites included yam, maize, cassava, and pepper in Table 2. The method usage by farmers as outlined in Table 3. Planting of elephant grass was the method most commonly used by the people, or 46%. This could be due to the fact planting of elephant grass has a higher efficacy than the rest. The existence of 24 species of termites in 5 localities in Gashigo-Caraga district has serious implications on natural resources, especially the presence of the known pest genera such as Odontotermes, Microtermis, and Microtermis in the area. Farmers' innovation was evident in the diversity of indigenous termite control methods that were employed in the study area. 5 methods of termite control identified in the study area were said to protect the fields for several seasons upon a single application. These methods included planting of elephant grass, banchi of yug karogu, burial of plant and animal materials, wood ash, and salt in shea butter residue. Reports, direct observation, and field measurements gave evidence towards the efficacy of these methods. It is quite interesting to study about termites. Economics is one of the resources of the country, and it's said that termites affect the natural resources. The paper is very relevant because it includes the efficacy of having a prevention in economics, especially in farming. The impact of this paper will help the future researchers as a guide. The methods and data collection is very reliable, and I agreed on this. However, termites is continually spreads and affects many vegetables. The researchers made the right conclusion, and it's true that it has implications on natural resources.